So now we are going to try to build the follow-up campaign from scratch, and this is the situation where we have met some potential collaborative partners, and we would like to send them a series of follow-up by scanning the name card and using a tag to initiate the communication sequence. Now if you need the Word document file here to keep up with what scenario we're building, you can find the link and you can download from there. Now let's start how to build this campaign. First, we start off with the goal, and it is a when a tag is applied, and that tag will then initiate this sequence of communications. The tag we're going to use here is potential partner tag. You can create that if you don't already have it. Now I'm gonna just go very quickly into the sequence to just map out a very quick sequence. Right, it's a 1-day delay, followed by first email, thereafter a 3-day delay, and another email, finally a 7-day delay, 14 days delay, and finally the last email. So I will come back and put and complete this sequence, but for the moment let's leave it as it is and go back to the overall situation. It's also a very good practice to change your labels, because you might not remember what this actually you have done. So for here, tag potential partner is applied. Okay, so I'm not gonna edit this for the moment, but I'm just showing you how keeping it neat and orderly will help you to remember stuff that you have done. Okay, the next part of the scenario is to request for in the case that you have actually requested and met the person between the 3rd and the 14th day, you want to come back and fill up a internal form that will be making use of custom fields in order to personalize the email, and that's what I'm going to show you. So first of all, change the goal right into a internal form goal, and that will kick off the next sequence. What we want to see in the internal form is 3 fields: the place that we met, what we briefly talked about, and what are the action steps to follow. So when you log into the account onto the contact information, the email and name is automatically ported over. So in internal forms, there's actually no need for the first name and email. While we build the rest of the 3 items we want, I'll delete this following. Okay, so I have already created the custom fields that I need. You have to create your own, right? So the place that we met at, what we briefly talked about, and finally the action steps that we have to take. And we can clean up these 2. Well, you would see that the we met at and we talked about field are actually text fields, whereas the action steps actually we use a text area, because this we can actually keep more information. And in Infusionsoft it's possible to create the field as we go along, So you can actually create a custom field from Infusionsoft. There are many types of fields that we can use, and I'll be talking about the type of fields in another podcast. Look at the type of fields you can create. You can create date fields, day fields, month fields, currencies, different type of drop-down menus. You have a full drop-down menu where you can only click one item, and a list box where you can select multiple items. A more complicated category-based drop-down menu will be the drill-down menu. You can have websites and URLs, yes/no kind of a field, and so on and so forth. All right. So just to have a quick sense of how you can create that custom field if you don't already have it. So put it to ready so that this internal form is then active. So once we set up the internal form, the idea is that the email that follows should have some customization to make the email personal with the data from the internal form. So this is what we're going to do. We are going to reply after let's say the next day, to say that, you know, thanks for the meeting up, thanks for the meeting, and thanks for meeting at, say, Starbucks, City Hall or something. So go to merge fields, and the custom fields that you have created. What we want to see is the location that we met at. Thanks for meeting at Starbucks, City Hall. We briefly talked about growing more sales and saving time, and let's move ahead, and here are the action steps we should follow up on, right? And a listing of the action steps that you need. You can even personalize the subject title. Say I would want to greet him in his first name and say that, hi John, thanks for meeting up. So imagine you are John and you receive an email saying, you know, John, thanks for meeting up, and thanks for the meeting at Starbucks City Hall, and we briefly talk about how to grow your business and save time. So let's move ahead, and here are the action steps we can follow up on. Now, doesn't that look very personal and as if that you have sent it? You know, so that's really one of the powerful parts about personalizing emails, and actually they are actually canned. So imagine you can draft a much nicer email than me, you know, but just to illustrate the points, this is what would probably happen. So always remember to set the email to ready, and this cannot happen unless your subject header is filled up. Okay, and a 7-day or 14-day reminder and a subsequent follow-up email. And you will notice that an interesting part is, in this sequence you would have had an email that is going out on the 3rd day and the 14th day, and the sequence is programmed such that the sequence will stop immediately if this goal is fulfilled, which is after filling in the internal form. So within the 3rd and to the 14th day, should you arrive back in office and complete the internal form, that will stop the reminder email and move on to the follow-up sequence. In the next in the next session, I will actually tidy up this campaign and show you how it actually looks like.